world's biggest stars. How the fuck we on Parkside? Here is Jake. Out of my driveway. Got money coming in 5 ways.
Step from Jake Paul, and that is what you call a turning point, folks. Okay, a minute and a half left here in round 5, and Jake's looking for the finish. He's hurt. On the ropes. Jake, what's going on here?
Tyson is set to step back into the ring to face social media star Jake Paul in a rare dream fight that could become one of the most viewed events in modern boxing, and the match has now been moved to November 15th.
The highly anticipated fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson has a new date. They'll face off in AT&T Stadium on November 15th.
The fight that was first planned for July 20th has now been moved to November 15th, and it will still take place at AT&T Stadium near Dallas, and will be shown live around the world on Netflix. Nakas, AB Bidarian, co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, shared the update on Friday morning, saying, "Our team worked hard with everyone involved to shift this major fight to a new date, so both Jake Paul and Mike Tyson have enough time to train properly and stay fully ready, while also keeping the event at AT&T Stadium during the Cowboys season." Iron Mike is known as one of the greatest boxers ever. He held the undisputed heavyweight title from 1987 to 1990, and Tyson will turn 58 on June 30th. Paul is a social media star who began his professional boxing career in 2020, and at 27 years old, he is preparing to face an opponent 30 years older than him. Tyson will be 58 at the time of the fight, but he is not concerned about the age difference. Mike Tyson said, "Even though the fight was delayed, I will be back in training very soon." He thanked the medical team, along with MVP Netflix and AT&T Stadium, for working hard to set a new date that works for everyone. He made it clear that the outcome will not change whenever the fight happens. Jake Paul will be knocked out. He also showed strong belief in his ability to get back into training and be fully ready for the match, and repeated his promise to secure a clear win over Jake Paul when they finally meet.
Former heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson had a brief medical scare earlier today during a cross-country flight from Miami to Los Angeles. According to TMZ, paramedics had to be called on board the United Airlines flight. The 57-year-old said he was in pain and felt dizzy and nauseous 30 minutes before the plane landed at LAX. A representative for Tyson says he experienced a flare-up from an ulcer, but is now recovering. Tyson is in the middle of training for his July boxing match against YouTube star Jake.
Tyson suffered an ulcer flare-up during a May 26th flight and needed medical care. He said he expects to return to training soon after doctors confirmed the issue in a recent check. And even with the delay, he made it clear the outcome will not change, saying Jake Paul will be knocked out. Tyson felt sick and dizzy in the last hour of a flight from Miami to Los Angeles, and his team linked it to the ulcer problem, adding he will need light training for a few weeks. In a statement shared by Netflix, Tyson said, "Even though the fight was delayed, I will get back to training soon," and thanked the medical team, along with MVP Netflix and AT&T Stadium, for working hard to set a new date that works for everyone. While Tyson remains confident, Jake Paul has also shared his prediction, showing respect for Tyson, but still promising a knockout when both fighters have built strong excitement for the match, making it one of the most talked about fights in recent boxing history. Ticket sales show this hype, with many seats already sold, but with the fight moved to November 15th, some changes were made for ticket holders. Most Valuable Promotions explained that the event was pushed back by about 4 months. Jake Paul reacted by saying the date changed, but everything else stays the same, calling it a clash between the baddest man on the planet and the biggest disruptor in boxing, with fans across generations watching live on Netflix worldwide. A poll was shared asking who will win and how, with more than 70% picking Tyson by knockout. Paul joked that people call Tyson old, but still believe he will win by knockout, showing how mixed opinions are. In a recent episode of Beyond the Fight, an American promoter and martial artist also broke down the surprising turn in the Tyson versus Paul story.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul officially rescheduled. or at least officially a date has been announced that it's going to be.
The delay of this highly awaited fight has caught attention across the boxing world, and now it is time to sort truth from rumors as the controversy continues to grow.
Warn everybody involved to play and handle the Mike Tyson thing correctly, because the visuals were bad. And when you're dealing in a world of optics, it's very relevant. And Tyson versus Paul would likely be on July 20th. It would likely be on had they not put out the fake press release in the first place. When they put out this watered down, dumb press release.
Sun then looked closely into the situation to find the real reason behind the delay. He pushed past the doubts and questions to get clear answers. And while the fight is paused, the breakdown of events is only beginning. Hoya, the American promoter and former world champion, shared his view, saying Mike Tyson is close to 60 and Jake Paul, trying to rise through him, is not a good image. He added that if Jake truly wants to be seen as a real fighter, he should face proper contenders, top 10 ranked fighters and younger competition. That is the right path. He also made it clear he respects Jake because of his passion for boxing, and said anyone who loves the sport earns his respect. Tyson later posted on Instagram about a new date for Jake's wake, which led to a sharp reply from Jake Paul, who questioned Tyson and mocked the situation, saying it sounds like empty talk, and told him to take his time, adding that he is ready whenever. In this heated online exchange, both fighters showed their attitude toward each other. The fight was delayed due to Tyson's health issues, and some people now wonder if it will even happen. Don King, the well-known promoter, was also asked about the situation, and in his usual energetic style, he gave a loud and unusual response, repeating Puerto Rico several times and not really addressing the question directly.
I can't see anything, but I got to wait to see from a fan like you.
Okay.
That's gonna make the fight. The best fight and the best, the one who wants it the most is the one who will take it home. So we got to find out who's gonna take it home first. Then you come in that.
Fair enough. Maybe I'll see you after the fight then, dog.
Yes.
There you
I
go.
look forward to it with great anticipation.
There you go.
I'm happy to be home again. Viva Puerto Rico!
Thank you, Don.
Don King, known for his flashy personality and bold language, reacted to the news that the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul has been rescheduled. Some boxers are closely following the story, digging into every detail ahead of the big matchup. Dana White, president of the UFC, shared his thoughts, pointing out that Jake Paul previously fought someone his own age and lost. White's comments highlighted the skepticism about Paul's chances against the legendary Tyson, given the huge gap in experience and skill. He noted that Tyson will be 58 for the fight, making a 31-year age difference between the two. White even joked online, saying that if Paul somehow beats Tyson, his next opponent might be 93-year-old Clint Eastwood, underlining just how unusual the matchup is. White's joke also adds a playful touch to the conversation about the unusual opponents Jake Paul has faced in his boxing career. As excitement grows for the Tyson versus Paul fight, Michael Bisping, a well-known British former MMA fighter, shared his view. He called the matchup absurd, describing it as a full-on show aimed at younger audiences. Bisping noted that the fight will stream on Netflix rather than pay-per-view, and many people will watch it. He gave credit to Netflix, Tyson, and the managers, saying it will be a big business opportunity. Still, he stressed the obvious age gap, with 27-year-old Paul facing an almost 60-year-old Tyson, pointing out how unconventional the fight is and questioning whether it can really be considered a serious sporting contest. Josh Thompson, an American mixed martial artist, shared his concerns and confusion about Tyson taking part in the fight, especially considering his age and the risks involved. He said this shouldn't even be happening, and suggested it might be influenced by family pressure. Thompson compared it to the Anderson-Silva fight, which he could understand because Silva was still active and training. He questioned whether Tyson's return is really about competition or just financial gain for Jake Paul. Thompson acknowledged that Tyson has been training here and there and looked good when he saw him in Riyadh, noting that he seems to know what he's doing. Still, Thompson asked what Tyson hopes to achieve beyond the money. He stressed the importance of respecting athletes' legacies and making sure their well-being comes first. Thompson added that beating Mike Tyson in this fight doesn't mean you've truly beaten him. He said it's more about respect, learning to honor those who came before you, calling the matchup blatant disrespect. He questioned why Tyson seemed entertained by it, His comments reflect broader concerns in the combat sports community about the ethics and risks of aging athletes continuing to compete. Meanwhile, Oscar de la Hoya, former boxer and promoter, shared his perspective on what it takes to succeed in boxing. He urged fighters like Jake Paul to take the sport seriously if they want recognition and success, emphasizing the discipline and dedication required at the professional level. De la Hoya said, "If you want to be a world champion, you have to commit fully to the sport." British boxer Anthony Joshua also weighed in, reflecting on the inevitable challenges that come with age. He expressed concern for Tyson, a legendary fighter whose prime was defined by his power and intensity, now facing the realities of aging. Joshua said, "The only thing he worries about is..." Anthony Joshua noted that father time is something no one can beat. He acknowledged that Tyson is older now and expressed hope that he stays healthy, while also pointing out that Jake Paul is still young. Joshua's comments highlight concerns about the risks of older athletes returning to competitive boxing. Francis Ngannou admitted he was initially shocked when he heard about the Tyson-Paul fight. He said he even thought it might be a Netflix movie at first and needed time to process it. Despite his surprise, Ngannou showed support for Tyson, confident that the former champion can still perform at a high level if the fight happens. During a media interview, Tyson Fury shared his perspective on the matchup, noting how Jake Paul's presence in boxing has been polarizing. Fury emphasized that both Tyson and Paul have had a big impact, drawing massive audience attention and creating a major spectacle for the sport. Tyson Fury said he thinks the matchup is great for boxing. On one side, there's a legend in Mike Tyson, and on the other, a YouTube star who has exploded onto the scene with millions of followers and views. Fury noted that people have mixed opinions, some love Jake Paul, some hate him. But either way, it's a huge spectacle that's drawing attention to the sport. Boxing analyst Rafael Cordero also shared his thoughts, expressing confidence in Tyson's skills. He predicted a first-round knockout, saying this is exactly how Tyson fights. Cordero reminded fans that Tyson is a two-time world champion who fought the best in the world, so people shouldn't underestimate him. His comments reinforced the respect and faith many still have in Tyson's experience and talent. With the fight now officially rescheduled, fans can mark their calendars for November 15, 2024. Analysts and fans are debating the possible outcomes. Will Tyson's legendary power and experience overcome Paul's youth and unorthodox style? Or will Paul pull off a surprise? As anticipation builds, audiences everywhere are sharing predictions, thoughts, and expectations for this monumental showdown. The Tyson vs. Paul fight promises to be unforgettable, and the world will be watching every moment.